And this according to Complex. Joy Taylor and Taylor Rooks say they don't date a man that doesn't have any female friendships. That's a red flag. Wait a minute, hold on. A man that doesn't have female friends is a red flag. That's a very weird thing to say. Why would you want to date a man with female friends? Look, any ladies in the chat room, do you want a man that has a bunch of female friends? You mean women that he could possibly be hooking up with behind your back? And he could say, oh, I'm with my friend. I'm out with my friend. I'll be back later tonight. You gonna be cool with that? They said, I don't want to date a man who only gets input from other men and who has all who has all women in two categories: your mother or your aunties or someone I want to sleep with, Joy Taylor said. So I can't go to my mother or aunt for female advice? I'm pretty sure they would know more than some woman my age, right? More life experience. See, they're projecting. Let me tell you what Joy Taylor and Taylor Rooks is doing here. They are projecting. You see, I bet you both of these women have been side chicks before, and they probably have a bunch of male friends as well. And the real red flag is a woman that wants a male friend. Now that's a red flag. Why would you as a woman want a male friend? For what? For what? You need male energy around you. That's what your boyfriend is for. That's what your husband is for, to give you that male energy. You have brothers, right? Your brothers can give you male energy. Your father can give you that male energy. Why do you need men that you aren't related to be your friend? Unless you want to be sneaky. And any woman that's out here talking about wanting male friends is a sneaky woman that's trying to link up with that man. That's just so you're saying you won't date a man that doesn't. Y'all haven't dated anybody recently. I know Joy Taylor was engaged, but that was like 2 or 3 years ago. Taylor Rooks hasn't been connected to nobody. Nobody, right? So a man has to have female friends. Well, first of all, I'm not asking a woman my age for dating advice. That ain't never happening because they're going to lie to me. They're not going to tell me the truth. I know they're not going to tell me the truth. But see, this is the logic of Western women. This is why they're getting dumped. This is why men are going overseas in droves, because they have weird logic. Weird logic. This is two city girls. This is the logic of city girl. This is city girlism. This is when two women who are city girls, who ain't got no man, this is the logic they come up with. So a man is only decent to you if he has female friends. And I've told y'all about this male friends bullshit. Listen, if you are a man and you need female friends, bro, for what? What can a female friend do for me? Just like, how can I be of assistance to a woman that I'm not related to or in a relationship with? If I'm in a relationship, why would I need a female friend? You know what I'm saying? That woman that I'm with, she's going to be jealous. She's going to wonder, why am I around her so much? Why am I texting her on the phone with her? What this tells me is that these two are projecting. They are projecting because they want to be friends with men. You know? Okay. Can men and women just be friends? The question is as old as time, but Joy Taylor and Taylor Rooks say these types of platonic friendships are a must when choosing a romantic partner. I don't want to date no woman with male friends. I'm sorry. Nah. On a new episode of their podcast, Too Personal, the sports journalists agreed that they wouldn't want to date a guy who doesn't have friends who are women. Man, come on. Like, y'all know damn well that when it gets to that point, they're going to feel some type of way. They are. So I don't want to date a man who only gets input from other men and who has all women in two categories, your mother or your aunties or someone I want to sleep with, said Joy Taylor. Per Fadeaway World, you have to have a broader spectrum on women and their value in your life if you're going to be with her. Is that why you're single, Joy? Because Joy was engaged. What happened, Joy? Joy, you were engaged. What happened to that engagement, Joy? Why didn't it work out? This is a weird perspective. So I don't understand women. If I have to have a female friend, I that's what your sister is for, or daughters. You know how many men say that their perspective on women changed when they had daughters? So all it takes is me having a female friend to change to broaden my spectrum on women. That's that. Let's have that. Let's have a woman in the room type thing, right? Look at the barbershops. The barbershops are being flooded with heifers, right? Not only are the heifers, in these barbershops for themselves, they're starting to work in these barbershops for what? I have no idea. I mean, is the money that good in barbershops where these heifers want to be there? In South America, they have barbershops where the women will twerk all over you. They done slurred up the barbershops. Let's see. Okay, now I'm gonna play the clip here. I'm gonna play the clip here.
I don't want to date a man that doesn't have any female friendships.
Bingo.
I don't want to date a man who only gets input from other men and who has all women in two categories: your mother or your aunties, or someone I want to sleep with. You have to have a broader spectrum on women and their value in your life if you're going to be with me.
Totally. Well, first off, only getting information and opinions from other men sounds terrifying.
Terrifying.
So I encourage that to not be what anybody does ever, but you're totally right, because the more we keep talking about can you have friends of the opposite sex, the more I start feeling like everybody is like primal animals in a zoo. You literally cannot physically be around someone of the opposite sex without just like your clothes coming off. Like I don't
Crazy.
get it. I don't, and I would never have.
Or women that I've slept with once before. You have those stories where people say, well, they slept together once and became friends. So it's not the way that she's describing it. You have dudes who have said that they slept with a woman and became friends with her. So it's not like she's just gonna become like a screw buddy, but still, yeah. Especially if it's an attractive woman. Men are gonna be men at the end of the day. Ime Udoka was in Boston for like a year, less than a year, and he was screwing women in the office that he wasn't even friends with. So, when you're around a woman you're attracted to, it is what it is.
Have any relationship that I'm ever in. Like, I'm not going to tell my partner, you can't be around women, because if I feel like I have to tell you that, what does that say about what I think you're like when I'm not with you?
Okay, let's break this down real quick. I don't expect for a woman to tell me not to be around other women. It's up for me as a man to say, you know what? I don't need female friends. I have a woman at home. Why would I need if you can't speak to the woman that you're in a relationship with and get input from her, then what is her value? Joy, if I need other women to give me advice, what are you here for? What are you here for? If I have to go to other women and be friends with them and get their input on my life and my relationship, what am I with you for? That's what you call a lazy relationship. I should be going to you, not no other woman, for advice on things in regards, especially when it comes to relationship. Why do I need to go to other woman when I can go to you? But then what's the point of me being with you then? I should be with her instead of you.
That I can't trust you to be around women, that like platonically. I would say that says more about my choices and who I'm with, because I'm never going to feel like I have to control you or I have to monitor the friendships that you are in.
I don't want to date a
And that's why both of you are single, because once again, y'all are, I don't know. I see why these heifers hated Kevin Samuels, because Kevin Samuels would be very honest with these women. They would go on his show and lie and act like their life is perfect when their life is not perfect. Their life is not perfect. What's up, Jay? Jay Thomas, what's good? Make sure y'all like the stream. Shout out to the members. This is why a lot of these women are single. And let me tell you something. These men who have female friends, they're sleeping with those women. Look at the Carolina Panthers' new head coach. He even admitted years ago he was sleeping with all the women in his friendship circle while he was married. He was sleeping with those women. He has since, repaired his marriage and stopped cheating. But, if a man has a woman that he's friends with, and you could look at that woman, you could tell that's his type. You're gonna still be okay with him being friends with her, because that woman could give him horrible advice. Have y'all thought of that, Taylor Rooks? Joy Taylor, have you thought about the fact that that woman could be sabotaging the relationship that he has in order to install herself as his girlfriend? That does happen. But see, you can't tell these women that. All right, let's go. It's a comment. It says, any man with no women friends is a weirdo for sure. So this guy says that any man with no women friends is a weirdo. Really? So I have to. So if I have female friends, that means that I'm not a weirdo. Really? So gentlemen, you got these males that are saying that if a man doesn't have female friends, he's a weirdo. What? What? Listen, I'm one of those people. I don't ask people for much. I don't, a lot of things I can take care of myself. But what value does a woman have that I need to be friends with her? Seriously. And you got males who are pushing that narrative. Let's see. You should this a woman here. This is a Scotty Beam, you should definitely have platonic women friends. I would just like for him to not F every friend, laughing out loud. So you're okay with him effing a few of them? Y'all see this logic? Do y'all see this logic? You see this logic? So you say as long as he don't screw all the friends, just a few of the female friends, right? You good with that? This is the mindset of a Western woman who wants to be a city girl. They want access to as many men as possible. Women want they want a plethora of male orbiters. They want a plethora of male orbiters around them. They want 24/7. Women want a plethora of men around them 24/7. You see, women like to play with men. But us as men, we not playing. Like if you're a woman and you're around us, we might want to smash. It is what it is. You're not about to play with me. If I'm gonna be your friend, it's gonna be a friend with some benefits. It is what it is. You don't like that, go be friends with somebody else. But don't think you're gonna use me and use my energy and time and have me be your shoulder to cry on when some dude done, made your life, has wrecked your life again because you keep going back to him. Okay, this person says, why are y'all upset about them talking about non-sports related topics? Shannon, Ocho, and Stephen A. be talking about paying for dates and licking feet on a daily basis. What makes me upset about this is that the men are going to be so gross because they no longer get to project their fantasies onto who these women are. As long as they only talked about sports, they could shape them to their own liking in their brains. The pushback on this in the replies is weird because they didn't say anything controversial. This is one of these males. So we're not allowed to have an opinion. You heifers have an opinion about men all the time. Especially, go look on TikTok about them speaking about the passport bros. Look at the anger and the jealousy. Right? Listen, you heifers are where you're at because of yourselves. You have nobody else to blame.